Hello, welcome to Premier Vegas Sports Boxing Edition. Gilberto Manzano, Bryan, Salmond here at the Hard Rock in Gilbert. We just saw one of the best fights that we have seen all year long. And funny enough, it was here at the Hard Rock. One of the last fights that we saw that's very good was right here at the Hard Rock as well. Jaime Munguia taking on Liam Smith for the WBO Super Welterweight title. Wow.
Yeah, Mexico against England, a really exciting fight in the junior middleweight division. You mentioned Lara and Hurd. That was also junior middleweight. That was a championship fight. We also had another one here. So this picture at 154 is really exciting. But Jaime Munguia and Liam Smith put on a show. Jaime proved that he's not just a fluke champion. Being 21, he was a fill-in against Saddam Ali. And Liam Smith, he's experienced. He fought Canelo Alvarez. So it was kind of a test to see what does Jaime Munguia really bring. And I think today he showed a lot. The defense is the work. We could talk about that. But as a power puncher, the body shots, he's an exciting fighter.
Well, you talk about exciting fighters, and you talk about Mexican exciting fighters. I mean, that's, traditionally how they've liked to fight.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he had a crowd of people around him when he came out of here for his exciting style. He was going for the entire time. Smith was going for the entire time. Lots of power. I mean, he really showed himself tonight.
Yeah, it seemed early that I thought Jaime Munguia was going to be too much power, too big for Liam Smith. And then towards maybe the third and the fourth round, Liam Smith was, showing his experience. He was catching him with some 1-2 combinations. Not the hardest, but he was, making him go backwards a little bit. And then I don't even remember, in the fifth round, Jaime Munguia comes out firing. He bangs his gloves together like this, and he starts screaming like he's like some guy from Dragon Ball Z. And he leveled up. And he knocked him down in the sixth round with a big left hook, and then he kind of took control from that fight. But Jaime needs to work a lot on the defense and just being a boxer, a skilled fighter. But for him, all he knows is how to throw harder, and he has another level when it comes to punching.
Now, kind of talk about the super middleweight or super welterweight division. Munguia, I mean, obviously he's 21 years old. He's undefeated. He's got 30 fights now. Some of them down in Mexico, but whatever. You have Jared Hurd in that division. I mean, there's a lot of good fighters that are in this division, and a lot of guys hopefully will get a chance to actually fight each other. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a little tough because Jared Hurd and Jermell Charlo are in the other side of the street, as they say in boxing, promoted by PBC, and Jaime Munguia, who is now, I think, considered a golden boy. But, the thing about Jaime, he's so young, 21. I don't know if he's ready for that level yet, but I think in a couple of years, you're going to see Jaime Munguia to the level of Jared Hurd. They're kind of the same style. They come at you, and that's all they know how is come forward and fight. But Jermell Charlo has more of the skill. But I think if you have a conversation between those three guys, you're not wrong. I just don't know if he's ready yet to be, the best at 154.
And something that people may not know, something you wrote about in the pre-fight, which is very, very interesting, the fact that Munguia was actually going to fight Triple G when Canelo got put out of the fight or whatever. So he ended up not fighting. I guess kind of talk about that and just how interesting the fact that he did not end up getting that 1L from Triple G, because he would have gotten that loss.
Yeah, it's such a crazy story how fast Jaime Munguia came onto the boxing scene in 2018. Nobody knew his name before, I think, even May or even April, just 3 months ago, when Canelo Alvarez tested positive for two drug tests. Triple G needed an opponent, and he wanted to fight at the MGM Grand. So the name Jaime Munguia came out of nowhere because it's Cinco de Mayo. They wanted a Mexican fighter with some power, but still unknown. So they go to the commission, the Nevada Commission, and Bob Bennett, hey, we have Jaime Munguia to fight Triple G. They said no, because he's never fought anybody, close to the skill level.
And it's a higher weight class.
Higher weight, he was going up, so they said no. So they did him a favor in the long run, because then Jaime went to fight Saddam Ali. He became a champion. Now he's pretty much a star. You saw the crowd around him. So in 2 months, I think Jaime has become some type of attraction now in boxing. So maybe if you're Jaime, you might want to send a fruit basket to Bob Bennett for doing him a favor and helping him out. And now he's a champion. Yeah, now he's a champion. He knocks out Saddam Ali. He comes in here, he gets a knockdown. He gets Liam Smith out of there as far as by unanimous decision. And he's now 30-0. So the future is bright for this kid, isn't it? Yeah, no, especially when you're a Mexican fighter who likes to throw a lot of punches. That's usually a good recipe for being an exciting fighter and having a fan base. There you go. So Jaime Munguia, the man. The young man, 21 years old, now 30-0 with unanimous decision over Liam Smith, who now only has 2 losses. So it wasn't like he beat his tomato can. He beat a very good fighter who once was a champion in that division. So Gilberto Manzano, Bryan Salmond, we're signing off here for Vegas Premier Sports Boxing Edition from the Hard Rock. We'll see you next time.